What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to the channel. And folks, we have some breaking news to get into that just came out over the past hour at the time of recording this. But before we get into it all I ask is that if you're new to the channel, don't hesitate from smashing that like and subscribe on. Help us get to 20K subs for our next short-term goal. And of course, thank you guys all so much in advance. And I have to let you guys know that today's show is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline is your #1 source for all your sports betting needs. So make sure you head over to betonline.ag using promo code Bleav at BLEAV. That way you get a 50% off welcome bonus. Bet online, it's where the games begin. And now, folks, let's let the show begin, because as you see here, the Mets have claimed Yankees reliever at 6'8", 220-pounder, 27-year-old right-hander Steven Ridings. And this is a very interesting move, and my raw reaction right away was, who is this guy? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know every single reliever to a T from every team, even across down the Bronx. And I did make note yesterday on Twitter that I expect the Mets to land a reliever today in a trade with the Tampa Bay Rays, as they're expected to get deals done by 6 p.m. Eastern time today for the roster deadline. This wasn't a trade with the Rays, not that the Mets won't do more moves later this evening. However, they do pick up a very exciting, very interesting reliever that normally off of a waiver claim, I'm not going down my way to make a video about. However, quickly after seeing the Mets make this pickup, I saw in unison hundreds upon hundreds of Yankees fans, all disgruntled, all upset that they lost this kid, Steven Ridings, and I'm wondering, why exactly is this? I even have my buddy Derek at NYY Recaps, the best Yankees YouTuber out there. You guys can check him out as always, has done thorough breakdowns on Ridings as well, and was not pleased at all with the Mets parting ways with Ridings here. Now, for people that don't know who Steven Ridings is, as you see in the stat line down below, he's a Long Island native. He started his career with the New York Yankees, made his MLB debut in 2021, and 5 appearances as a reliever, had a sub-2 ERA. Advanced numbers look great. However, why hasn't he pitched since 2021, at least at the MLB level? And that is because of the fact that he's dealt with ailments since then. Missed pretty much the entire 2022 campaign, pitched 2 innings, 1 in AA, 1 in AAA, trying to build up to make a return to the Yanks this past season. However, it never happened. And I know normally you're alarmed by the injuries, and don't get me wrong, that's exactly why this guy was available to be picked up. However, from what I've seen universally across the land among Yanks fans, they're not happy about this move at all. I'm seeing Yanks fans out there that were expecting Ridings to have a pivotal role in their bullpen as soon as the 2023 season. So you see 6'8", 220-pound right-hander. What does he have with his arsenal? He has flame-throwing, truly electric stuff when he's on, as long as he is healthy here. That's why this is such a low-risk, high-reward situation for a Mets team that's bound to lose multiple relievers this offseason due to free agency. They're going to land guys in free agency and trade maybe even later today at the time of recording this. However, they also need to try to do their best bets with guys that maybe are coming out of nowhere. And again, the Yanks, they really like this guy. They didn't want to see him go, but because of this roster crunch at 6 p.m., they had to make room. Further reasoning as to why Ridings was picked up by the Mets. But he touches 101, 102 on the gun with a 4-seam fastball and sinker. When you look at the slider, he's touching mid-80s, topping out around 87. This guy has nasty release points. His K/9 is through the roof. Every single league he has been in as a youngin. At 6'8", he's a flamethrower. He's a strikeout machine, and the only gripe with him has truly been his health. So how fully healthy is he going to be entering 2023? That's a big question mark. However, what I do know is that the Mets are taking a safe bet at a guy in Steven Ridings who can come in and compete for this Mets bullpen as soon as next season, should he be given the invitation to do so. And he's under team control until past the 2027 season, because he has arbitration in 2024, 2025, 2026, and then 2027, I believe. So he's going to be under team control for a while. The Mets may have just landed themselves a huge diamond in the rough, a guy that is yet to even truly get his MLB career started. Electric stuff. Now it's just about putting it all together, and we've seen the Mets do this in years past, either with free agent signings or claims that have come up and performed above expectations, you know, to a higher degree than this. You think about the Aaron Loops last year, you think about Adam Ottavino. The Mets need to get creative in how they land their relievers, especially guys when you know you have to deal with your rotation, you have to deal with Brandon Nimmo, guys that are going to be on the field position player wise, so they're not going to be able to shell out multiples of millions signings at every single position for every hole that's needed in this lineup. That's why you have to bolster things. I love this move and gain Steven Ridings. A quick information that I learned on the guy, and I'm excited to see what he will do, if anything, for the Mets this upcoming season. And again, normally a guy that I'm not going out of my way to make a video on when it's a waiver claim, but when I cannot emphasize enough, universally, Yankees fans and their mothers are coming out and saying, I cannot believe that Cashman allowed this to happen. You are joking, right? This guy was supposed to be the next big thing for us. He has electric stuff. He's just been out with injury. We've seen guys come back from being out with a year plus with injury. Endless times in baseball. That's what happens when you're a pitcher. Injuries happen. We get that. So if he's healthy, the Mets may have found themselves truly something special here in Steven Ridings. It's going to be very interesting to see what he will bring, again, if at all, to the Mets this upcoming season. But stay tuned, folks, because this might be one of multiple moves the Mets make today, as there's that roster cutoff for the Rule 5 draft. Teams' roster configurations need to be figured out for the 40-man, and doing so, you're seeing a lot of trade rumors with the Mets expected to make moves today, potentially with the Tampa Bay Rays, maybe the Seattle Mariners, among other teams that are truly on a roster crunch, trying to part ways with some relievers, free up some salary, make things happen. So stay tuned. We will be live later today as of now at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Bleav in Queens podcast, episode 32. Myself, Anthony Recker, former New York Met, now turned MLB Network analyst, and Joe we'll be breaking down all the latest rumors for you guys, and of course, if moves happen before that, during that, or after that show, we'll be discussing them here on the channel per usual, like we do all off season long. So Mets fans, let me know your raw reactions to the Steven Ridings pickup in the comments below. Are you in favor of this move? Are you not happy about this move? Are you indifferent? Whatever your thoughts are, please make sure to drop them down below. And again, folks, if you find yourself enjoying this kind of Mets content and you want to see more great Mets content like this, don't hesitate from smashing that like and subscribe button, sharing this video with your friends, on the notification bell, all those great things. Thank you guys all so much for the support. Let's see what Steven Ridings can do, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Let's go Mets, baby. Peace out.